What's up, nerds? Coach Rob here with D20 Athletics, coming at you from the Brojo to cover the kettlebell swing. I cannot believe I have not done a video breaking this one down in the past. It's sort of the bread and butter movement that I see a lot, and you probably, if you're one of my clients, see it a lot in your programming as well. For those of you who are uninitiated, the kettlebell is this cannonball with the handle on it, and the swing is sort of what makes it distinct from other movements, okay? If we're talking in D&D terms, this is your Paladin Smite. This is your Rogue Sneak Attack. This is your Sorcerer's Sorcery Points. This is the class-defining feature of what makes working with a kettlebell different from working with a dumbbell, among some other things. But the swing is one of the big main aspects of kettlebell training that really is different for you. It's an athletic builder. It's going to really deepen your gas tank. It's going to help you to burn fat. You're going to get way stronger. You're going to injury-proof yourself and your entire posterior chain. If you're doing it correctly, which is why we're here, okay? So as any of these movements, it starts with the setup. Kettlebell on the ground. I want to start with my feet. My stance is going to be shoulder width and a tiny bit wider outside. I'm going to stand behind the bell, okay? I want a foot to a foot and a half between my tootsies and the kettlebell handle there, okay? One of the most common mistakes I see with people starting off with the kettlebell training is that they stand directly over it, and then you come down, even with a perfect hinge, you come down, you deadlift it up, and then what? Shrug. There's nowhere to go. There's no momentum on here, so you gotta do like a little lounge lizard to get it going, throwing some hip in there, and then you're doing, okay, here, is this a swing? No, not quite. You're like 70% there. So I tell you, you gotta slam your heels into the floor. Okay, so you go, blah, like that, blah, like that. Okay, so now we're kind of swinging. But you've wasted so much time and energy getting there. There has to be a better way. Good thing there is. It's called the right way. And it looks like this. Like I said, standing behind here. And the reason for that is because there's no, so the reason why you do that shitty swing, sorry, that not good swing, from standing up is because there's no immediate momentum for rep 0. Okay? Like D&D again. Look, a session 0 is very important for establishing the tone and the theme for the rest of the session, for the rest of the campaign. Rep 0 is very important for establishing the tone and the reason for the rest of your exercise, for the rest of your set. Rep 0 gets up here, boom, all right. So I'm in my position. This is called the wedge, which is scoot so you can see my booty. This is called the wedge. All right, I'm down here. I'm weighted into my heels. I'm loaded up into my butt and my glutes, hamstrings, my posterior chain is taking my weight, okay? I've got 2 hands forward. I've created this 1, 2, 3 points of contact, the wedge, or the triangle, or a pyramid, okay? Illuminati confirmed. Even from my stance here is a triangle, okay? I've got my 2 feet and the kettlebell. That makes my triangle of power. If you cannot confirm Illuminati from your stance, looking at the kettlebell before you begin swinging, you are too close. So I'm going to start here, hinge back, grab on. Now, if you have not done the dead stop swing before, I'll show you one, but I'll also link that in the description of this video. I'm going to come here, first movement, sit, sit, boom. That's a dead stop swing. You're going to start by doing that and then stand up extremely quickly. And that's about it for the swing. Then you just kind of let it fall back down. You break at the hip at the last possible second. Boom, explode out through the glutes. Let me show you that a couple of times. And I'm going to park it right back where I found it. Just like a good karate kata, and exactly where I started. Okay? Hard style, I might have mentioned this before, hard style kettlebell training is based a lot in the same sort of mechanics and biomechanics as Shotokan karate. Hard style, that's where that name actually comes from, the style of kettlebell training. It's very hot in the Brojo today. So what you're going to do is get it here. Boom, we'll stop time. All right, I'm back here. My weight is behind my butt. My shoulders are ahead of my toes. My knees should be behind my toes. Ideally, they'll be kind of behind my shoelaces, even above my ankles, depending on how hingy we're getting here, okay? Maybe on a lighter weight, I'm a little bit here. Heavier weight, you gotta incorporate a little bit more of the lower body. The ideal, the Gestalt kettlebell swing, okay, is going to be pretty much all here, glutes and hamstrings, as you stand up you're flexing, you're squeezing the shit out of you, squeezing really hard your quads, and at the very top you're squeezing your abs as well. So think of it as if I'm doing this and I go straight, if I fall straight down on the ground here, I'm doing a plank. That's what you're doing at the top of your swing. My arms are out here, okay? So if I were to let go, boop, like this and fall straight down, I'm doing a push-up. That's your position at the top of the swing. Here, everything is tense. Everything is tight. Lats are tight. Abs are tight. Quads are tight. Butt is tight. Then at the very top, for a split second, I let go of that tension. Everything melts back in here. Okay, and timing on this one is important. I want the bell to come down here, and then at the very last possible second, I break. Okay? The idea here is that I'm not breaking too early. So come down here, like that. I'm going to be putting too much work into my thoracic spine there as I come down, and I got to like arm whip it forward. Your arms aren't doing anything but holding on right now. I break the last possible second to get maximum potential activation with my posterior chancel leg. And again, like I said, slam my heels into the floor, get myself up super duper tall, and that power stand is going to what's going to propel that cannonball forward. Okay, so just like shooting a real cannonball, we're looking for forward, not up. Okay, that's where a lot of people start getting pretty squatty with it, squatty with your swings. You start feeling it in your quads a lot, again feeling it in your lower back a lot, because you're thinking of moving the bell up. It's not an up and down movement, it is a forwards and backwards movement. Okay, you're throwing. If you were to let go of the kettlebell at the top of your swing, it would go flying at the wall ahead of you, so don't do that. Alright? Another couple of reps here. Boom, boom, deep breath. I'm bracing my core as I hike using my lats. Let's get one more. Okie dokie. Good. So you can see how I'm getting up nice and tall here. Alright? I am probably shrugging up my shoulders a little bit more than I really want to be. These should be packed down nice and low and powerful. I was slapping here, alright? Not just a sumo wrestler thing. I want to be activated with the lats. Okay? One thing I tell my clients for the grip, when you're working on the kettlebell and it's swinging, pause time. Swinging the bell and you're out here all the way down and back up again. Think about your grip down here like Voltron, the mighty defender. Slams his fists together and the sword comes out in the middle. You're doing that with the kettlebell handle. That's going to help you activate these lats. Okay? If you're here and you're loose, if you got loose lats, you're going to be here with your shoulders. Okay? When you got the tight lats, you're packed in and down a little bit. You're going to widen out. You're going to be able to catch wind on a blustery day because your lats are going to blow up so hard, which is what you want. That's good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I really want to break down for you guys right now about the kettlebell swing. I'll just give you a couple more reps here. Lean back, sit it down, breathing, inhale, brace the core. I'm going to exhale explosively as I throw it forward. At the top, there's that moment of float, okay? If I swung hard enough, it should be with us for a split second. That's when I inhale, I sniff at the top. So I'm never fully exhaling, and I'm never taking a full deep gulp of air either. You want, at the beginning of your rep, to fill your lungs. So I'm never going beyond, like if I, here I'm going, that's my breath, that's my gas tank of breath going up and down. Not a huge amount of breath, but explosive because I'm breathing behind the bird cage. I'm inflating everything here, making everything tight. All right, that's it for right now for the swing. Like I said, I could probably talk about this all freaking day. Single arm swing is going to be next. But if you got questions in the meantime, let me know in the comments or hit me up at d20athletics.com. Keep questing, nerds. I'll see you later.